Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people them? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and we are back again with another video. As you can see, we're in different surroundings right now. There's mad construction happening next door to my room, and I want to test to see how good the mic works outside. So yeah, I'm treating you to some nice backdrops right now. But anyway, as you can see from the title, we are talking about Diddy once again, but this time this is a major expose. A man called Courtney Burges has recently been subpoenaed to court to talk about the evidence he's been sitting on. But not only that, he's been forced to turn over the evidence that he has to the government. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because we know how the government are, we know how the elites are, we know how the feds are. They're going to protect who they want to protect. So if he's smart, if he's got half a brain in his bonce, he will hand over the evidence to the feds while also keeping many copies for himself. He actually mentions by name many celebrities who were at these freak-offs and captured on tape, and some of the stuff that they were getting involved in. I'd appreciate it if you like the video for me and push it out to the wider audience. If you don't like the video for me, at least like it for this beautiful backdrop. Hit that subscribe button if you're new or you like my content. It's free, you can always change your mind. Hit the bell to be notified, and if you want to support your boy even further, please head over to my Patreon. You can find the link in the description. I've got some seriously deep dive content on there, some stuff that I probably wouldn't talk about on YouTube. So yeah, head over there, cheaper than your daily coffee. Cool, so where do I start? As I said, a man called Courtney Burges, who is an associate of the late Kim Porter, he has been sitting on, apparently, the evidence and the tapes for a long time. I'm gonna play quite a bit of his interview and we're gonna break it down bit by bit. But before I do that, just to prove that there really are tapes out there, watch this.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video graphic in nature.
Oh my, all right.
That was the lawyer who was on Piers Morgan's show with Jaguar Wright. She basically says that she's seen stills of a tape that involve Diddy and another person, and the material is X-rated. What she was saying is that someone came to her to try and broker a deal between the person and the celebrity, and they call it catch and kill. I'll be honest with you guys, that sounds like blackmail to me. Surely it's a crime to be sitting on stuff like this, sitting on footage like this. But anyway, let's actually get to the interview of Courtney.
Let's get right into this. How did you come? Well, first of all, did you have the P Diddy tapes, and then I want to talk about the book too.
Oh, coming up on that time, Pac used to date almost all the girls before Diddy did. So this particular one, Kim Porter, one day I saw her out for lunch. She was at Uptown Records, and then she had left. And she said, "How Pac doing?" I said, "He's still doing good." So she said, then again, I seen her again. She said, "Sad, I heard what happened to Pac." So I said, "Look," she said, "You and Diddy settle y'all different." I said, "No, and we ain't gonna never settle it." So she said, "I'm working on something. I'm gonna help you out with it." I said, "Okay." So later on, before she got sick, 6 months before she got sick, somebody got me came into my email that someone sent me some flash drives. I was down at Rockefeller Center, next door to Atlantic Records. So I met them, got the flash drives and everything, 11 flash drives. So I didn't pay no mind. So when she passed away, that's when I got the phone call saying, "What you do with the stuff?" I said, "I did something with it. I'll get back to you." So I went to look at it. Then I seen all the parties, all the sexual stuff. I didn't watch too much of it because two men having sex, threesomes, and I ain't into watching men having sex or watching a man have sex.
So you actually had the physical drives.
Yes.
And you got them from who directly?
I can't really reveal the name, but it came from her inner circle, her.
He basically explains there that Kim Porter had a conversation with him and asked, "Are you and Diddy like cool? Have you squashed your differences?" He said no. She said, "All right, say nothing. I've got something for you." And he basically alludes to the fact that she or someone close to her sent him all these flash drives, 11 to be specific, of all the footage that Kim Porter was known to have allegedly hoarded away behind Diddy's back, right? Not only that, he says what he saw in the footage was men having intercourse, threesomes. He was basically saying, "Listen, I didn't really want to watch all of it, car. I don't really swing that way, you feel me?" So he's basically saying there is X-rated footage that's going around there the same as the lawyer, involving many celebrities.
Okay. Now, did Kim know that you had the flash drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She was well in good health when I got the flash drive.
And what did she think about you having the flash drive? So did she know you? Did she try? I mean,
She said she gave Cassidy some stuff as well. So she said, I need some of it too. I think what it was, Kim was tired. You understand? Puffy gave her a good life. You know, we all know that. Nice house, money, car. But sometimes some females need more than that.
well, minus the beatdowns. So I'm pretty sure he's beating her too. But go ahead.
Yeah, the verbal, the disrespect for getting her girlfriend pregnant, having
Mhm.
Cassie in the house, sleeping with Cassie was in the house with her, lying that J-Lo just was a publicity stunt. You understand?
Right.
And actually young boys.
He goes on to say that Kim Porter was disgruntled. She was annoyed. She was frustrated. Yeah, she had been given a good life from Diddy. But the reality is, he was beating her. He was cheating on her with Cassie, other women, saying that J-Lo was just a fling, or sorry, J-Lo was just a marketing thing, like the Central C and Ice Spice thing, fake, yeah, for the industry relationships.
Can you talk about what you saw on these flash drives?
I seen J-Lo jabbing herself with a dildo or some type of sex object. One had Game the rapper walked around, Diddy at a party, and Justin had to be no more than 15 or 16. Could have been 16, he was saying happy birthday. And the bottle was in his hand with nobody drink out of it, but he gave it to Justin. When Justin drunk it, he was gone. Like,
Is that the one when he dropped down to his knees to drink it first, like he was doing some kind
right.
What was up with the dropping down to the knees? Was that a ritual or just?
My thoughts, I don't know what was in the bottle, but I believe it probably could have been GHB. That's a tranquilizer. You know, if you drink that, I could say go to the bank and withdraw your money out. You go to the bank and withdraw your money out.
He said in that clip there that he saw J-Lo in the footage jabbing herself with toys, bro. Toys. He said he saw The Game, the rapper.
I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, and this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo, that shit. You know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? This nigga like, nah,
I was doing it for 2 years.
Yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy, pop out.
Now, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. One of my closest friends was actually seeing The Game a couple years back. This is how you know the celebrity world, it's all fake. All I'm gonna say is, yeah, you know The Game, you know them first trap pictures that he used to post all them years ago? Bro, it's cap. That's all I'm saying, it's cap. So it's mad how these celebrities, that people that you put on pedestals growing up, they're all just fake, guys. It's fugazi. Yeah, it's weird that you never meet your idols. He also mentions Justin Bieber. He says that Justin Bieber had a bottle in his hand. He said that after Justin Bieber took some of the bottle, he was all over the place. He was off his nut.
So tell me about the book. How did you come about the book, and how did that whole thing develop before it was actually published?
Well, after her death, I got the phone call. Best friend of hers called me, said, what you do with the book? I mean, do with the flash drive. I said, let me check it out. I said, I'll get back to you. So I ran into press with it. And this was released right here. Just so I did the butt plugs in the back.
You promoted the book? I mean, I'm sorry, not wrote the book, but
I dropped it from flash drive straight into the book.
Okay. And so that's where all those pictures and everything came from that was in the book.
Right.
And that was all you're doing.
No, I was responsible for the cover.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all call him Diddy, I'll call him the director. That you got to sit on his lap to get for him to say action. You ain't sitting on his lap, you're not getting action. That's what the chair represents. This represents the butt plugs I seen him using in the video.
So how many flash drives did you have?
11.
11. So out of those 11 flash drives, it had to been, I would say hundreds of celebrities, at least 100 different, okay, 50. How many other people did you see besides J-Lo? Who else you say you saw on there?
Cassie. Mary J. Danny Boy,
okay.
You know what Danny Boy is?
I heard that before. I don't, I've been so far away from hip hop, I forgot, but I have heard that name, Danny Boy.
Danny Boy, back then, he was about 16. They both was banging him out.
So do you have like pictures or images of any of this stuff?
Yeah, I got Justin Bieber, Will Smith's son, whatever his name is. Other females naked on the table, they was young. His feet eating off them. A lot of entertainments. To say not as much as everybody see, it's more. I seen Kobe Bryant at one. May he rest in peace.
What was he doing?
He was partying at the time. It wasn't okay. It was there. When he got to like the sex thing, I seen one with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was with him. They was in the bathroom. He made him drink mouthwash, but he called his bodyguard to make sure he didn't pour it out. Like you can hear that. What you see on there, you can't. It's different. He telling your watcher to make sure he don't pour that out. So and it showed that a hostess coming to him and give him 2 drinks. So after he drank the first drink, a sip, you could tell something was in it because how he was all, he wasn't himself. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even saying jokes. He just was holding the mic.
Did you see LeBron on there too?
That's LeBron. I seen LeBron. I seen cut more a lot of actors.
What about Obama?
Who?
Politicians like Obama.
I didn't get that. I didn't get a chance to look at all of them. I didn't see Obama. I seen Snoop. I seen a lot. You know, I'm not playing favoritism, but I don't want to disrupt people I deal with every day. They know who was on the tape.
He basically says that he uploaded the flash drive and he was the one that created the front of the page for this new book or Kim's real book, basically. And he said he calls Diddy a director because you have to sit on his lap before you get any action. Do you understand? That's madness. And he showed the back of the book, the plugs, the actual plugs that he saw in the videos. He says he saw Mary J. Blige in the videos, Danny Boy, Jaden Smith. And we know Will Smith's a fucking weirdo Hollywood puppet, by the way. We know he's into all that weird stuff. So Jaden going to them parties doesn't surprise me. He said Kobe Bryant was there. LeBron James was there.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Kevin Hart was there. We know Kevin Hart was seen in the videos because he was hosting it one time. But he said he wasn't even telling no jokes. He took a sip of something and he was just fried. Multiple lawsuits, have come out and said that the drinks were spiked. Most, if not all the lawsuits said that. Many lawsuits are saying that the baby oil has that drug in it, GHB or whatever it's called. And he was basically saying that once you take that shit, you lose your inhibitions, you lose your kind of free will. People can control you. What have we seen about the celebrity world in general so much? They control with drugs. That's literally what they do, drugs. They numb your mind and they control you with all the drugs and substances.
Here's the thing. So were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes. If Usher was older, well, Usher was definitely young.
Okay.
You understand? His shoulder part was the blood was all in his bed. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they came home from a event, a party or something.
Right. So that's yes. Kids were involved in these videos.
Right.
He said there when he was talking about Usher that there was blood on the sheets. What the heck? Who remembers this?
I know, and people know, there was around there in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I'll let Usher explain that to y'all.
That was Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, saying that Usher had to be hospitalized by Diddy. Now, we can use our imagination on why there was blood and why he had to go hospital, bro. I'm disappointed the interviewer never actually picked up on that.
So now I'm going to just say this, and this is me just keeping it real, right? Why would you protect people that were involved in child pedophilia?
It's not protect. See, Jaguar, Gene, and anybody else, they got their own issue, what's going on. My issue is deep in what they go on, because they wasn't a victim like I was. I was shot back in September. I was shot back in the 20th. April the 20th.
What year was this?
2000 in New Jersey on Munn Avenue in East Orange. I got shot 6 times behind that mess. First Tupac got killed, then his god brother got shot, killed, and then they shot me around the corner.
But I've got to give the interviewer credit here because he challenges Courtney. He says, listen, if you've been sitting on this, why are you protecting these people? Why are you protecting these guys if they've been partying with kids? What's wrong with you, fam, basically? Not really, but he basically says while Jaguar Wright's got her own thing going on, while Gene Deal's got his thing going on, it's not as deep as what he's got going on because he allegedly got shot over this. He got shot behind this passer. He goes on to say later in the interview that basically he's got history with Diddy. His dad or his uncle is Frank Lucas or some shit. And obviously he used to do business with Diddy's dad because Diddy's dad was into the drug game or whatever. It goes back generations, he says. He's got personal beef basically with Diddy. And he's actually been shot behind certain things involving Tupac, etc., etc. Got shot 6 times. So this is madness, guys, genuinely madness. And as I said at the start of the video, he got summoned by the feds to go to court and actually, I don't know if it's testify or something, but actually give some sort of evidence and turn over the evidence that he has.
Have the feds been in contact with you? I did watch your YouTube interview. I saw as of 2 weeks ago, they haven't been in contact with you. What about today?
Yes.
So they have been in contact with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Homeland Security.
Oh, wow. So were you surprised or was that what you were kind of waiting for?
Surprise.
Do you feel like the interview had had anything to do with it or?
Yes.
Yeah? A lot of allegations, right? Are you expected to eventually turn those things over or?
That's what we're going to head over to do now. So we have a hearing now to determine what we're going to do in terms of what documents we have to turn over and what documents we do not have.
Why were you in court today?
Just to give testimony to the grand jury. He was subpoenaed by the court. So as we all know, if you don't answer a subpoena, the marshals will come to your house as they came to his house. They will bring you here. So that's why we're here today.
did mention what was on the flash drive before. Would you be able to kind of go over that now, or is that something that you can't discuss?
No, we're trying to go to discuss that now. What we will be able to talk to in terms of what was available and what was on those flash drives.
Okay.
But it was the book, so.
So it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
Touched. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Nobody.
And no one touched it.
Nobody altered it. Nothing.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before. No.
No.
It's two different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, though the family said it wasn't.
It was a derivative order.
The only way the family say that is because I forgot his name. I'll be sure.
So as you can see there, him and his lawyer are basically talking, saying that they're going to go turn the evidence over now, etc., etc. And he actually mentions at the end of that video, I'll be sure. Now, if you lot remember, I'll be sure is Kim Porter's first husband, who is Quincy's dad, I believe. Interestingly enough, he came out and said, when Kim Porter's book came out, he said, it's all fake, it's all inaccurate, nah, it's not true. And you know why? Because anyone that's read that, his name is in there, bro. His name is associated with Diddy because apparently they did bits together, XXX rated bits. So no wonder he's gonna downplay it and things like that. But this man is confirming that not only has he got 11 flash drives, he's basically got the book, her real memoirs. And he essentially said that it's very similar to what came out, but the one that came out is just a bit more edited, it's a bit more blown up a bit, maybe embellished, but it's still very similar. So we've got confirmation of all this stuff now, but it's about time we actually find out the nitty gritty. He's talking about blood on the sheets. He's talking about toys being thingied around. Now the thing is, guys, I'm not condemning anyone for having a sex party. Yeah, that's okay, but not like this. This is demonic because it involves children and trafficked individuals. Yeah, if it was all consenting adults and you're all doing switching and what do you call it? Not switching. What's the word? Swap. Like you swap and you swingers and all that stuff. Fine. You're all grown adults. You can do what you want. But the reality is, yeah, these parties are not just grown adults doing their thing. They're known to involve underage people and minors taking drugs, minors drinking, drink that's been laced with drugs. This is crazy, guys. This is genuinely crazy. Like we're so close to finding out the truth. We're so close to blowing all this wide open. But it's dangerous, man. It's a dangerous game. Pray for me for exposing this shit. So either way, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. But yeah, ultimately, stay safe, stay blessed, stay vigilant, and I'll see you lot at the next video. Peace.